Y'all, Cardi B's world just got flipped upside down again. What started out as whispers about a secret pregnancy has now exploded into full-blown chaos involving Stefan Diggs, his baby mamas, and none other than Offset crashing the party like he always does. But here's the twist. This isn't just about Cardi being pregnant. It's about betrayal, shade, and receipts that are piling up faster than Cardi can clap back. So buckle up because this story, it's not just messy. Let's start with the spark that lit this wildfire. Stefan Diggs' baby mama, Lord Giselle, decided she was done keeping quiet. She went public and confirmed what fans had already suspected. She's pregnant again with Stefan's baby, but she didn't stop there. No, she turned her sights directly on Cardi, clowning her for being caught up in the same cycle as every other woman Stefan entertains. According to Giselle, Cardi isn't special. She's just another name on Stefan's long list of baby mamas. Now, this wasn't just shade, it was a direct hit, and the timing couldn't have been worse because rumors about Cardi showing off a baby bump were already spreading. Pictures, clips, and even blurry screenshots of her stomach had fans whispering that she might be expecting. And Giselle, she grabbed those rumors and used them like ammunition. But the real fireworks didn't go off until Cardi showed up in court. And that's when the internet lost its mind. Everybody knows Cardi never misses when it comes to court outfits. She serves looks even in front of a judge. But this time, fans noticed something very different. Instead of her usual body-hugging, skin-tight fits, Cardi walked into court dressed in a baggy suit and jacket. And if you followed her, you know she doesn't cover up like that unless there's something she doesn't want people to see. Then came the video, the clip that practically broke the internet. Cardi was leaving court, walking down the steps, and people couldn't help but notice the way she was moving. The walk, the shape under her clothes, the waddle that screamed, "I'm expecting." That's when speculation turned into near certainty. Cardi wasn't just hiding a look, she was hiding a baby bump. And guess who had something to say about it? Lord Giselle. Seeing Cardi step out like that sent her over the edge, and she went live to let the world know exactly how she felt. On Live, Giselle didn't hold back. She talked about Stefan's cheating ways, saying marriage doesn't guarantee loyalty and that she'd rather be single than miserable with a man who can't keep it together. But it wasn't just general talk. Everyone knew she was throwing shade straight at Cardi, reminding fans that Offset cheated on her for years while she was married, and now she's with another man who has the same reputation. And let's not forget Giselle's own struggles. When she had her baby with Stefan, he didn't publicly claim her. In fact, rumors spread that he tried to deny the child was even his. On top of that, she was slammed with hate from Stefan's fans, accused of being a clout chaser, and even saw people making disgusting comments about her baby. Meanwhile, Cardi is getting support and sympathy for being with the same man. So when Giselle shaded Cardi, it wasn't just pettiness, it came from her own bitterness and pain. But here's where things really start spiraling. Stefan Diggs himself isn't making this situation any easier. See, Stefan has a reputation, and it's not the kind you want attached to your name. This man is notorious for entertaining multiple women at once. The whispers that he already has 3 babies on the way with different women, and one of those women is rumored to be carrying twins. Do the math, and that means Cardi could end up being his 4th baby mama within a single year. For Cardi, this is a tough look. Why? Because she's been very clear in the past. She didn't want kids outside of marriage. Back in 2022, when she clapped back at rapper Akbar, she doubled down on the fact that she waited until marriage to have her children. She even said she refused to bring babies into the same struggle she grew up in. Fast forward to now, and fans are pointing out the contradiction. She's divorced from Offset and pregnant by a man who's collecting baby mamas like trophies. And if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear about the receipts from Stefan's other fling, because that's when the mess got even uglier. Enter Sky, a woman who claimed she wasn't just a fling, but someone Stefan was still actively involved with. She dropped photos of them looking cozy together, screenshots of their text messages, and even claimed they were together raw. Her words, not mine. Now, of course, fans accused her of clout chasing. They said she was bitter, jealous, and trying to cause drama between Cardi and Stefan. But Sky didn't back down. She clapped right back with more receipts, more texts that showed Stefan was upset at her for leaking their pictures, but still trying to keep the situationship alive. In one of the messages, Stefan basically begged her to talk when she wasn't upset, hinting that he still wanted to keep their connection going behind the scenes. And just like that, the narrative flipped. Cardi went from being seen as the upgraded woman in Stefan's life to just another player in his never ending cycle of flings. But if you think Stefan's baby mamas were messy, Offset was about to make it 10 times worse. When Offset sees Cardi moving on, he doesn't disappear, he gets louder. After blogger One Go Alexis spilled the tea that Cardi and Stefan were expecting, Offset started throwing subliminal shots online. Random posts about being a real one, flexing his money, and suggesting he was unbothered. But fans knew better. Then came the accusations that Offset himself leaked Cardi's private messages with Stefan to DJ Academics. Allegedly, he snooped through her phone, found some very explicit conversations, and ran straight to Academics to blow up her spot. And if you know Ack, you know he wasted no time putting that info on blast. From that moment on, Cardi and Stefan's relationship wasn't just public. It was messy, scandalous, and impossible to ignore. And Offset, he wasn't done stirring the pot. Offset went beyond subliminals. At one point, he even hinted that Stefan was living a double life, throwing shade that suggested he might be into men. That comment had the internet spinning, and while it was messy and probably baseless, it added another layer of drama to the whole situation. Then there was the baby talk. When fans started speculating about whose baby Cardi was carrying, Offset's or Stefan's, Offset jumped right in to say, not mine. He reminded everyone that even during their marriage, he'd accused Cardi of cheating, going so far as to suggest one of their kids wasn't his. So here he was, once again using the same tactic, publicly questioning her while privately playing another game entirely. And that private game, that's where the receipts got embarrassing for him. Because while Offset was busy shading Cardi online behind closed doors, he was still begging for her attention. Texts and DMs exposed Offset thirsting after Cardi, complimenting her looks, asking to meet up, and even making inappropriate requests. She shut him down, but he kept trying, reminding her that she was still his baby mama and that he won because of it. It's the duality of Offset trashing her in public while chasing her in private. And that's why fans are saying Cardi is trapped between two men who seem more invested in competing with each other than respecting her. So here's where we're at. Cardi B is allegedly pregnant by Stefan Diggs, a man with multiple baby mamas, while his ex, Giselle, publicly clowns her. Meanwhile, Stefan's other flings are dropping receipts, and Offset is running interference every chance he gets, leaking messages, shading Stefan, and still sliding into Cardi's DMs. The big question, is this really a fresh start for Cardi, or just another messy chapter that'll leave her with more heartbreak? Fans are split. Some say she's finally getting her revenge on Offset by leveling up, while others think she's walking straight into another disaster. But one thing's for sure, with babies, cheating rumors, and exes colliding all at once, this story is far from over. And if we know anything about Cardi, it's that she won't stay silent for long.